So last year I made one, and y'all, I kid you not, almost everything on that thing came true. What's up, you guys? It's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. So this is actually the first video I'm making since the new year hit, and it's very fitting because this video really has everything to do with the new year. Now mind you, I do know that, you know, we're kind of getting away from that whole thing where it's like I can only make myself better when a new year comes. Look, I know that, okay? To be honest, I still kind of like to use this time of the year to kind of rejuvenate like all of my important things, like my money, my goals, plans. Tax season is coming up. That's like a vital part of my life now that I am an adult. But also it's the time of the year that I get to start a new planner. And so I feel like when I get to start a new planner, that's when I can actually start making a new plan. It's not even according to like the new year for me. Last year I actually ended up buying a new planner like during the summer, and I made new goals then. So if you're watching this like any time of the year, it does not matter. Like, as long as you get a new planner, which that's not a requirement, but in my head, okay, as long as you get a new planner, you can start all the way over. I'm sure many of you guys know what a vision board is, but it's basically just a collage of pictures that you choose yourself, you put together, and it's literally the vision that you have for yourself within a certain period of time. So last year I made one, and y'all, I kid you not, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Almost everything on that thing came true. And to be honest, I threw a couple things, not even to say because it didn't come true and be like, oh, you know, I didn't even want that for real. But there were a couple of things I put in my last mood board that I was just like, you know, I'd like to have it. I don't have to accomplish it this year, but I'd like to have it. Like, I put a new car in there. I didn't really need a new car, but I was like, you know, if push comes to shove. And before y'all say anything, because I know somebody gonna do it. I know somebody is itching to be in the comments, why you still got the Christmas tree up? First of all, take that at one, mom, okay? But second of all, even if this was my house, I would keep the Christmas tree up too, okay? Actually, I am gonna shift y'all more this way though. I don't want to see the Christmas tree in this video. But I did get a new planner for the new year, and y'all, I did show this in my vlog, so whether this vlog comes out before I post this video or after, just know I'm sorry for showing you more than once. So like I said, when I start out a new year, I like to start out with a new planner. My preference is a spiral one because I like to be able to flip it backwards and manipulate it more. But this one's just a baby blue one, and it's got the year 2023 on it. I think the brand name is like Belladonna LA. But it is a Latina owned brand. You know, we gotta support the Latina owned businesses. When you open it up, it does come with this little folder, which I love. But my favorite part about New Planner is the little part where I get to write my name. Like, I just feel like it just gives you the feel of a new beginning. Like, I get why there's a lot of salt around making goals around the new year, but sometimes people like to feel like they have a fresh start. Let people have some hope. It's the new year. If they find hope in the new year, let them find that, because January and February are rough months when it comes to mental health, okay? So what I liked about this planner is it actually comes with a budget area, and it's also really cute. Like, this is the one for February. So it does have a money management area, which is something I want to get a lot better at when it comes to my year. If you guys don't know, if you're new to this channel from this video, I do content creation as a full-time job, so I don't get to look at checks that come in monthly or direct deposit, and I don't get paid the same amount every month. So I have to really keep up with how much is actually coming in, when brands pay me, how much they're paying me for tax purposes, and all of that. So this is really helpful for me because I can write how much is coming in, because we need to know how much money I'm making, okay? Like, that's important. But also, this is a new thing for me, how much money I'm spending. Now, I low-key don't want to know. It just has an area for my income. It has an area for monthly bills. It has self-care expenses, which we love that. Like, this is how you know that this planner is for the girls. Like, a self-care area. So if I go get my lashes done, I have an area to write, I got my lashes done, refill for $100. Let me see, it has debt. I did go to school, okay? I went to college. I got student loans. Thank you, Biden, for pushing them back again. Anyway, it has the area for saving. That's very important. There's also a habit tracker. You can put like how much water you're drinking, how many times you go to the gym. I'm not big on habit tracking because I just be doing me, but you know, if that's something you're into. So the first thing I think that I do want to get into is actually the vision board. Now you can do this if you want to do this in a physical way. You can do it in a physical way. I personally like the digital ones because what I like to do is I like to make my vision board my home screen on my laptop. I open my laptop every single day. I work on my laptop because it's a huge part of my job. So I feel like to have the vision board, the point of a vision board is for you to look at it and see like what you're working towards, and always keep it in your mind like why you're doing what you're doing. I feel like when I open my laptop, that's the best way for me to be like, oh, there's that trip to the Middle East that I want to take. Girl, keep working. So let me show you guys my one from last year. You can actually see, like, even when I put in my passcode, actually you can see it better than my desktop, because let me tell you, my desktop looks disgusting. But as a few examples, you can see that I have, like, up here, I do a little bit of modeling, and so I did want to get deeper into modeling, which I did that. I've worked with brands like Finish Line constantly. I got to do a shoot on a yacht this year with the Four Seasons in Chicago. So yeah, I would say this section definitely accomplished. So this right here, you can see the girl in the bathtub. She's taking care of herself. I would say I got a little too into self-care this year. It's a good thing, but it's something I'm gonna have to peel back a little bit because I'm self-caring too hard. I have a picture of a high-rise apartment because I did have goals of having a high-rise apartment, and that's literally what I did. And my couch almost looks exactly like that. I never noticed that, but yeah, this view is better than mine, but I still accomplished that, okay? I did that. Right here, I have a picture of the show Girlfriends because I wanted to make a lot more friends, and y'all, if you watch my vlogs, you know I did that. And there's even things like I have a picture of Paris up here because I wanted to visit Paris. And you know, I could have visited Paris, but I actually have it on the schedule for this year. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that and we're just gonna put it right back in the new one. So yeah, most of this actually was accomplished, but for those that were not accomplished, we're just gonna add it to the next New Year mood board, and we're gonna take it more seriously. So the first thing I did is I started out opening up a Word document to actually document what my goals were going to be for the year of 2023. Obviously, you want to write down what your actual goals are before you start going through Pinterest and just vibing, trying to find pictures, because if you don't go in with a plan, you're definitely going to get distracted. But I also like doing it like this because I can go back the next year and not only look at my vision board, but actually look at the words that I put down and chose to focus on for this 2023 year. Once I've completed my list, it is finally time for the most fun part, which is actually getting together my vision board. So what I do, I just like to make mine on Pinterest because Pinterest just has the prettiest pictures, obviously. So I just pick out my first picture and I go ahead and create a board. So I'm gonna follow the same format that I did last year. Keep it simple. We're just gonna name it 2023 Vision Board. And also, this is optional, but me personally, I do like to make this board secret and not public. Obviously, it's not the biggest secret since you guys are kind of seeing the gist of it, but you know, I don't know, it's just a personal thing. Once that is finished, I just like to go through and search pictures according to the 2023 goals that I have put together. One little hack that I feel like most people know, but just in case you don't know, if you are trying to accomplish finding the prettiest of the pretty pictures, always type aesthetic. Like, I'm not kidding, I don't know what it is, but you can type in any word on Pinterest almost and add the word aesthetic, and it's just gonna bring up the most artful, pretty pictures. It just made it a lot easier to find pictures that would flow together well on my board. So one thing that I just thought about, like, as I've been putting this together, is that there's not going to be a picture for everything that you're aiming for, okay? Because this year I'm kind of aiming for more like not just simply making money, but there's certain things in my business that I want to do, like as far as like organizing my money better, or this year I'm trying to establish a Roth IRA. There's no cute pictures on Pinterest with anything about a Roth IRA. Did it sound like I said that? What I did was I kind of just typed in business aesthetic, and then I also typed in like financial aesthetic, da 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 da. Okay, look, because the point of my vision board, it's got to be on my laptop. I want it to be cute. So make fun of me all you want. It does have to be aesthetically pleasing. But I say that to say that you can pick out pictures that remind you of those things. This vision board is for no one but you. Like, nobody else has to look at it and know what it's talking about. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they see. In fact, the less they understand, the better. But you guys aren't gonna know every single thing I'm talking about. Just because you see a certain picture in there, if I didn't directly tell you what it was about, it's a good chance you could probably misconstrue what I'm even aiming for. It could be a picture of an airplane and you may think, wow, she wants to travel more. And maybe I wanna become a pilot. Also, now that I'm thinking about that, one thing that I saw a girl say last year when I made mine, like let's say you have a financial goal you're trying to make. Let's say you're trying to make 6 figures this year or something like that. Maybe you don't want everybody who comes through your house and sees your vision board to know that you want to make 6 figures. Like maybe you want to make, I don't know, maybe you're in college and you want to make like $30,000 off of side hustles or something like that. If you want to make a certain amount of money, they say it's actually better to put that number in front of your face instead of just putting like cute I got money pictures inside your vision board. It's actually a lot more beneficial to put like $30,000, like a number, like a numeric value on the picture. But the girl who I was looking at last year, she actually recommended that if you do this and you don't want everybody seeing it, make 2 vision boards. You can have one that you like privately look at, and then if you have one that's up, that will be the one where you don't have the actual numbers on there. So my 2023 vision board is actually done. I ended up with 34 pins. Some of these pictures are actually like repeats of each other, just in case I see something that I like more when I actually start putting it together. You guys are gonna see what I mean. But I definitely recommend that, like, be generous with yourself. Add as many pictures as you like, because you may change your mind on certain ones, or something may fit or look better than the other. So now what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna go open up my favorite website for doing anything like this. I edit my thumbnails with this. I edit my vision board with this. So we're going to go to Canva. I actually have the full paid for version of Canva, but you still can use Canva without paying for it. I'm actually gonna just look for my old vision board and I'm going to make a copy of it and just kind of use that as the base. If you did want to use somebody's template, like I said, you may or may not have to get the premium version. I don't know, because I can't tell on my end. Yeah, you see there's all kinds of cute ones. Like this one's really cute. I'm not gonna use it. But if you wanted one that's more vertical, there's this one. Definitely lots of options to choose from. So this is my old vision board. You can just get a better look at it without it being like on my lock screen. But one important thing that I did, I actually put a picture of myself in the middle. A lot of people make things like this and they don't include themselves in it, but yourself is obviously a very important aspect. Like, you want all these things for you. It's not just a pretty Pinterest board. These are things that you want to obtain, to accomplish. So a big thing that I did that I thought was really helpful is actually just putting myself in the picture. So, you know, every day when I opened this up and when I saw it, I was always in the middle of this. All of this sitting and like sitting at this chair with no back support, this also just made me realize something. Another goal that I have that I did not include is I want enough space in my apartment to have my own office space to work better. Because if you guys watch my vlogs, you guys know I work from my couch a lot or at my coffee table. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and add a office space to my vision board. If you think of something, even if it's like later on in the year, feel free to add it. But I'm actually gonna take a little break and have something to eat because I've been working on this for longer than you should know about. But yeah, let me go ahead and eat and then we'll be back briefly. I'm just mentioning this because I know it's probably gonna be like borderline dark when I come back and you're gonna be like, girl, what happened? Where you been? Yeah, I'm taking a break. So I cannot say this next part is my favorite part, but I must say that it is necessary. I guess it kind of just depends on you. I'm not a person who really likes puzzles or patience. So it's just something that I work through, but obviously you have to get through it to complete your vision board. I kind of just play around with the pictures until I figure out where I want them to be.
I recommend kind of playing with the contrast of each picture. Maybe like try to avoid putting dark pictures next to other dark pictures and light pictures next to light, but I feel like it matters more with the dark ones. Otherwise your vision board can end up being too dark if you do too much of that. So kind of just play around with the pictures, see what fits best, see what you like best, and you can definitely just change the size and the shapes to best fit what you're trying to accomplish. I almost forgot that last year I did do this thing that I really liked and I wanted to do again this year. I picked out 3 focus words for my year. So I'm going to do that again. Pretty much what that means is I'm picking out 3 words that I feel are powerful to me and meaningful to me. So these are the words that I'm aiming for. This is what I want my year to be about. So I just recommend you picking 3 words that are meaningful to you or that are just really important for you to aim for when you choose these specific words that are going to exemplify your 2023.
So it is the next day, but I did end up finishing my vision board yesterday. I feel like it did turn out like a little bit dark, but it's okay. Like literally this is just all of the things that I'm trying to manifest and always keep in the back of my mind, the front of my mind, and just remember like my whys. I chose energy, I chose peace, and I chose happiness. The reason I chose energy is because that's something I realized I lacked a lot last year. I feel like I kind of spurred it all out like throughout the summer and maybe early fall. For the rest of the year, for like quite a few months, I just seem to have like not very much. So this year I just really want to watch my energy, make sure like I'm nourishing myself, taking care of myself, not going too hard at some points, because it kind of takes away from other points where I just have zero energy at all. So I really just kind of want to manage it so it's kind of more even and flows better this year. The next one I chose was peace. I feel like at this age, like it's so chaotic. I'm 25 and I just feel like you don't have everything figured out. And I feel like this is probably something you ask for when you're a little bit older than me, but I'm honestly at that point where I'm just looking for peace. Like I don't want any of the anxiety. I like having fun, but I'm not trying to do anything too wild. Like literally I want this year to surround around peace. I want adventure, but I want it to be peaceful adventure at my pace. The next one is happiness. For half of the year, I would say it was a good amount of happiness, especially when I moved to Chicago. That definitely like just helped my overall like quality of life and mindset. So yeah, now I just want it for the whole entire year. I managed to have it for the second half of the year last year, and I just want to keep that going. I liked that energy in me. It felt good to be happy, and it sounds corny, but that's just something I want to continue. That is pretty much my vision board. It's something I'm just gonna look at every day that I open my laptop. Don't be afraid to start something like this, because it really doesn't matter what time of the year it is, as long as you just yourself start out with a fresh mindset. That was my vision board. I really hope that it, I don't know, I guess inspired you guys in a way to maybe even make your own. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I'll see y'all later on this week. I love you so much. Mwah.